Yo, yo, yo. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy. I'm back up in the building once again. Hey, hoping you guys had a very productive week this week. I know I had a productive week this week. I'm, working on getting my finances together and, getting back on track. From my last two videos, y'all see, what I'm saying? I had to spend some money on the car repairs and just trying to put things back in order and get back on track. It kind of threw me off track with my finances and everything, but I'm gonna get through it. Hopefully you guys, whatever y'all got going on right now in y'all lives, that y'all getting through it and y'all not allowing it to defeat you. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to talk about is something this it's a little bit different though, but I'm gonna just go ahead and get to it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk to you guys like I'm in one of them comment sections. Like when I be on a lot of videos, you might see me in the comment section, going back and forth with people or stating my opinion. So I was at the gym earlier today, and I was watching. When I was on the treadmill, I was watching Remember the Titans. That's a movie with Denzel Washington and Wood Harris, them boys in the movie. So it got me to thinking about like racism in America. It's just something I wanted to speak on. I'm like, yo, I should do a video, just speaking my piece on it. So talking about racism in America. And it's like America, just my opinion, America really it was built on racism, like 500 years ago, they brought the transatlantic slave deal that went through. They brought all these slaves over here to come and help build, but not help build the country, to come build the country, because a lot of our people and a lot of history, they're trying to rewrite history. So a lot of the history, the truth is that our people came over here to build this country. You know what I'm saying? We cannot negate that fact. We were slaves. We came up with a lot of inventions, a lot of patents got taken away from our people because we weren't able to read, write, know the laws. You see what I'm saying? So the backs of my ancestors, it was built off this country. This country was built off of that. So we ain't even gonna negate that fact. What I wanted to talk about was when I come into history, my experience of whether it was racism, whether I was taught to be racist, do I hate white people? You know what I'm saying? And to me, don't get it twisted. Growing up as a little kid, I wasn't around white people. You feel me? I come from St. Helena Island, Beaufort, South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So growing up at my school, it was all black students. We just gonna put it on the table. So we were taught to not trust white people. Let me say that because, of course, we saw roots. Of course, we knew the history of slavery. Of course, we knew the mindset of the people that oppressed our ancestors and the people that oppressed my people. You feel me? So we're not even gonna negate that fact. And to I'm not getting up here to bash bash any white people. Nah, that's not what I'm here for. What I'm here for, when I was watching the movie, it just made me think that America as a whole, they not just coming down on black people no more. You feel me? They coming down on white people now. And see with that SNAP benefits and that food stamp thing that's going on right now, and people crying about they gotta feed their kids, and folks can barely eat, jobs being cut, jobs being lost, AI coming in, that with that SNAP thing. I think when they were showing like the little time graph, what I saw, it had like 65% of white people being on SNAP. 27%, I think it was 27.5%. I remember what I saw, and it was like 27.5% of black people utilizing food stamps. So my thing is this: you don't think that if it was more black people on food stamps, you needing that SNAP benefit, program thing, that they would so quickly open up the floodgates and do whatever it took to make sure their people eat. Just like when crack came, you know what I'm saying, in the 80s. When crack came and our people was getting hooked on drugs and they were locking our people up and giving our people 100 years for a piece of crack. But then when it was powder cocaine, not manufactured, the most you could get was 5 years, you know what I'm saying, for a kilo, for a white man, you know what I'm saying? But because it was manufactured, they giving our people 25 to life, you know? So now with the SNAP program, they making sure that, look, we got to get these, we got to make sure this program stay active, so our people can eat and our people don't starve. So it just dawned on me, and not that it dawned on me, it just, I never just spoke on the situation before, but since I got a platform to speak on it, I'm gonna get on my platform and I'm gonna speak on it, because like it's something going on, and if white people, if y'all can't see what's going on and y'all gonna continue to allow something that you guys been brainwashed with, to hate black people or to think you superior to black people, if y'all gonna keep this going on, then you're gonna start seeing things happening in your life and you ain't gonna be able to change them. At some point in life, you gotta snap out of whatever you've been brainwashed with, whatever you've been taught, that, hey, something ain't, somebody lied to me somewhere in this scenario. Because like I said, it's a situation, not getting off topic, but it's the same thing. Like I called I think it was Prada. I called Prada. I was trying to order some shoes earlier. So when I called to order the shoes, it was a black lady that answered the phone, I think. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like trying to explain to her why I'm calling. Hey, I'm calling trying to order these shoes. I didn't see them on the site, you know. And the lady, like, I guess she, how I was explaining it to her, the lady got rude and hung up on me. So I was like, I know this lady ain't just hang up on me. So I called back, thinking that this lady finna answer the phone, because I'm about to go. I'm 0 to 100. I'm about to curse this lady out, like straight up. You feel me? Because I'm, trying to explain what I'm trying to do so I can order the shoes and handle my business. But lady, you done got rude because I'm trying to comprehend and explain it to you why I'm calling. So it was a white lady that answered the phone the next time, and I'm talking about this lady was nice, made sure I got the information that I needed, set everything up. I didn't get the shoes, but I just I just called to ask about them, inquiring about the shoes. You feel me? So the lady was cool, and I equate that to say that, don't get it twisted. Yeah, there's some bad white people out here, but there's some bad black people too. You feel me? And I'm not here to talk down on my people, because one thing about it is, when we handle our people, black people that's on code, when we handle our people, we're gonna handle y'all behind closed doors. I ain't gonna get up on camera and start bashing my people. Nah, that's not why I'm here. So for those uh YouTubers and people that jump in front of the camera and all day, every day, y'all get up there and y'all talk about y'all people, like, bro, ain't no good gonna come from that, bro. Them people will pat you on the back to do that against your people, but then behind the scenes, they're looking at you like you just a dumbass nigga. You feel me? I hate to curse. I mean, I'm gonna say what I gotta say right now. It just, because a lot of stuff is pissing me off. You feel me? And it's like I said, I got my platform, so I'm gonna speak on it. So, with that being said, like watching the movie, it showed that they had to, in that town, whatever that town was they were from, because I was watching it. I couldn't hear it, so I don't remember it. I just remember what I saw. But what I saw was there was a team of football players. Them boys had there was integration was going on around this time. It probably took place in the 60s or something. So what happened was, them guys had to put a team of football players, white and black, on a bus, take them away from that town, take them somewhere where they can go practice at, intermingle all them boys together, get them to know each other, iron out whatever differences. Because of course, when they got to where they were going, the white stood on one side, the black stood on one side. But then the coaches said, "No, y'all boys gonna come together and y'all gonna, you feel me? Because our bottom line is, We trying to get on this field as a team so we can go win. You feel me? That's what made me say, damn, I need to shoot a video on this, because what's going on in America is like, you got the white people standing on one side, you got the black people standing on one side, but then in the end, it's the government that's playing both sides, just like the Democrat versus the Republican, and it's like it's still one bird, two wings of the same bird. But then you got people that's planted in place to make sure that this one don't like that one, or we got to go against this one, or you see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, y'all gonna lose if y'all don't take this brainwash out y'all mind. Like, I'm not telling you to be Democrat, Republican. I really, at this point, I don't give a damn. Because my thing is this: I gotta go to work at one job. I gotta go to work to the second job. My bill's gonna get paid. I'm gonna save money. You feel me? Because like you said, my people, I'm talking about, mad about the situation with the car. $4,200. You know, y'all go watch that video. $4,200 what I had to spend on a car repair. And I'm looking, you know, I'm talking to my guys, and I'm like, yeah, man, I'm mad about this. I had to pay. And then everybody, I'm talking about everybody that said, man, shit, I wish I had $4,200 right now. And it dawned on me that, man, it's white people right now in America that don't even got $500 saved up. And it ain't just the black, it's the white too. You feel me? Y'all in poverty. You feel me? So whatever y'all going through right now in y'all lives that's holding you back from being able to go out here and make something out yourself or make something with your life, y'all gonna have to switch it up, because y'all see what's going on. It ain't a white or black thing no more. They were standing on our neck for the longest. They still standing on our neck. Don't get it twisted. But in America, it's gonna be what is coming down. And these are families. What I'm talking about. See, me, the good thing about me, the blessing about my life is I only got me to worry about. You feel me? I don't got a wife and I don't got kids that I gotta look after. So I gotta make sure I got food on the table. Me, like I told my homeboy earlier, we were just going back and forth. You know, we chopping it up, laughing. Like, what you eat today? Oh, I ate this. Boy, what you ate today? Man, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He like, man, what? Hey, you want to know what I ate last night? Eggs and rice. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna survive. You know what I'm saying? So with whatever you were brainwashed with to be racist and hate black people or whatever you call yourself doing, this for white America at this point. Black people too. Y'all want to hate white people? Hey, it's cool. But I'm gonna tell you like this: if you ain't on top of your business, if you don't have a skill set, if you ain't working to make sure you got food on your table, make sure your light bill gonna be paid, make sure that mortgage gonna be paid, make sure your rent, them car notes, stay out of control. The cars that a brand new car now is gonna be 50 racks. You feel me? So if you're looking at a five, well now they got it, from my understanding, 7 year loan. So if you're gonna finance a car for 7 years, you still gonna be looking at paying about $900 to $1,100. That's just your car note. We ain't talking about your insurance. We ain't even talking about no maintenance. We ain't even talking about, repairs or anything that you may need. And them people want their money, because now with the cars, from my understanding, they got a kill switch in that thing to where when you don't pay that car note, they shut it off. You feel me? So you can go Google all this what I'm talking about and see what's going on. You feel me? Because I'm seeing on TikTok, you had the white people coming out crying, talking about the government ain't taking care of this. Man, these people setting it up to where they tired of taking care of, people. You feel me? Now, don't get it twisted. If your arm broke, your leg messed up, you got health issues, and you can't work, hey man, get them people their food stamps. Don't come on, that ain't cool. And them people got responsibilities that they need to take care of. But when you got able-bodied people that's just utilizing the system just to get over, hey man, you can go out and work 20 hours a week. I don't know where you're gonna work at, because like what we all seeing on the news, they're getting rid of jobs, they're getting rid of the people. It's America being shooken up. And it ain't, they try to say, oh yeah, Donald Trump. Hey man, Donald Trump was put in place to make all these things happen. Whatever you think that's gonna change as far as, oh yeah, I can't wait to 2028 till they get Trump up out of here. Whoever, two wings of the same bird. Remember I said that. When these people come back in 28, that just Trump just was the springboard. You feel me? Before that, it was Obama. Before Obama, it was Biden. No, it was, before Trump, it was Biden. Before Biden, it was Obama. Y'all know what it is, man. All this stuff has already been pre-planned. So it's nothing you seeing the average house. I'm talking to my coworker. He talking about, yeah, my old lady, she talking about she want a house. And I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there going over like, bro, you know the average house right now gonna be like 300 to 4,000. I mean 400,000. You're gonna need 20% down. Of course, they got different programs to help you get in the house. I'm just mentally preparing them for it. Like, you know what we work at, you know the kind of money you need to start saving, you know what your credit score need to be. You feel me? You need to have them emergency funds put up. So you got to start getting into the habit of paying a mortgage of 2,500 a month, $2,000 a month, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your credit, the interest rate. See, all this is if you don't know, you just don't know. And then so many people they wrapped up. Like I said, I'm talking to y'all like I'm in the comment section. So when I'm in the comment section, you start seeing people, you'll see the same names or whatever. I don't know these people's lives, but it's like some of these people, they just like to see stuff go on. They done made up a decision and something in their mind that saying, you know what? I ain't gonna never be rich. I ain't gonna never have 100 grand a year. I ain't gonna never own a house. I ain't gonna never be able to go on vacation. They done made up something in their mind to say that's not the life that they really want. I just want to be here and watch chaos and confusion go on. Hey man, we ain't even, you know what I'm saying, negating the fact because it's those kind of people that's out here. But then it's a certain demographic of people that want to win in life. Some people that are saying, "Damn, I need to figure this out." Like my family, my homeboy, he ain't went to work in was like 40 some days. You know what I'm saying? Because he worked for the federal government and he ain't been paid. Good thing about him is he a homeowner. He got his money saved up. He handle his business. All this, he ain't paying no car note. He Gucci. You feel me? But what about the people that ain't Gucci? The ones that got families and kids that they need to look after. The ones that their savings are limited. Y'all just seen on the news, TSA, people walking out because they saying, hey man, I can't keep coming to work, you know, and I'm not getting paid. They're not getting paid. People got to put gas in their car to go back and forth to work. When you get to work, you might uh I mean, you know, like I said, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Them people probably been eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They tired of, well, they want to switch it up, but they ain't got the money or the resources to go to the grocery store because they not getting paid. You feel me? And this ain't just a black thing. It's white people involved and caught up in this. Y'all see where I'm going with this? So it's like whatever the brainwash is that you've been taught, you feel me, to keep looking at this one and looking at that one and pointing the finger saying, oh, it's them, it's them, it's them, it's them. No, it's America, dog. And America is changing at a pace to where if you can't keep up, you're going to get priced out. And when I say you're going to get priced out, y'all about to see what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no skill set, you ain't physically able in shape to go to work, to go to a physically demanding job. The type of work I do is physically demanding. You got to be a soldier to do what I do. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I see the young coming there. I see the middle age coming there. I see the old coming there. And them people, only the strong gonna survive on this mission. You dig? This is what I'm trying to negate to you guys. I'm hearing the people with the SNAP thing. Now that open enrollment done came back. That just came back. So now the cost of the insurance done went up. So now I'm hearing the YouTubers and the people in position saying, well, look, you might not need to pay the $375 because that's what I was paying when I was paying out of pocket on insurance. I was paying $375 a month out of my pocket faithfully. So they saying, look, if you got a family, I think they numbers is about 500. You know what I'm saying? So they paying 500. They telling the people, hey, just cut the insurance off, and you know you got to feed your family. But see, I ain't knocking it. I ain't negating that fact at all. But what I am saying is just be prepared if something go down and you go, emergencies happen. Just like me. You think I thought that I was gonna wreck my car and I had to dip into my little savings and you know make it happen, make it do what it do? No, I didn't think that. But good thing I was prepared to, you know, to handle that responsibility. So what I am saying is emergencies happen. America is changing. It's not gonna ever go back to the America that you used to know. You feel me? A lot of y'all come up in the technology age. I was here before the technology. You dig? I remember um the first Apple computer. It was like a little, we was playing the Oregon Trail or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And all these things that come back to me, and I like to work out of memory. I was watching something on YouTube. We was watching Nintendo, and it was showing that how it was like different games: Metroid, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon, Bad Dudes, just showing different games, Castlevania. And it was showing like why we could never beat the game. And they were saying like on, I think it was Castlevania, for instance, they were talking about, as kids, that's what we did. We, what I'm saying? He got a Nintendo cartridge, I got a game, and I'm linking up with my guys. Hey, we going to play Nintendo today. You know what I'm saying? That's what we did. You feel me? And I'm talking about, I remember I used to be at white people's house. And me and they kids playing Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? And I just think about the racism in America. A lot of, and don't get it twisted, it is black people that never been around white people. It's white people that never been around black people. But it's like whatever y'all got planted. What I'm here to say is whatever y'all got planted in y'all mind to dislike one another, and y'all thinking the laws, don't get twisted now. The laws is working against my people. We not even gonna negate that fact. We got that down pat. But what I'm telling you is whatever it is that y'all don't see yourselves working together, y'all better get that out y'all mind, because what America got placed for all of us is happening. You feel me? And we got what, 7 more weeks? It's gonna be 2026. You gotta look at your life. You gotta look at your situation. You gotta look at your habits. Everybody, even with the internet, you see the people. I look at people come and tell you, oh yeah, you need to get in the stock market. You gotta do this. Everybody telling you all these different things on getting rich. Don't get it twisted. It's multiple ways to get out here and get some money and get rich and set up something for your kids, your life insurance, the IUL, the stocks, the business ownership, the real estate. Oh yeah, it's plenty of ways that you can get involved in this. But guess what? When you barely making it, you barely putting food on your table, you barely can save $400 for a month. That's just $400 for a month. You feel me? That's $100 a week. You got people that can't do that. You feel me? And you have all these channels that's coming at you, because everybody on the internet, everybody on YouTube, everybody on Instagram, TikTok, everybody on everything right now. So we ain't even finna negate that fact or outside look at that. But when the people saying, damn, I need more money, I'm telling you now, yeah, you can go start a business. Yeah, you can get that credit. Yeah, you can, what I'm saying, bust this play or do that. But if you're not mentally able to run a business, you're not able to save money, you're not able to budget, how you gonna run a business? You're gonna go out there, you're gonna take them people money, you're gonna mess it up. You're gonna mess it up. I'm gonna tell you that for free. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna mess it up, dog. So once you mess it up, what you gonna do? You gonna file bankruptcy or you gonna pay it back? You feel me? I got put in the blender, like I talked to you guys about the trucking company. I'm gonna say that for another video. You know what I'm saying? I was in business for 4 years. I'm still in business, but I don't have operational trucks on the road right now. And don't trust me, I'm getting back to doing what I'm doing. It's just I'm taking care of some obligations that I had that put me where I'm at right now. But when you don't have the right mindset, when you're not business minded and you don't know how money works and you don't know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about the fact of, damn, I just need an opportunity. If you trying to get into whatever business it is that you're trying to get into, try to get into it, learn everything you need to learn, get into it without taking them people money up front. Try to use your own money and kick it off. And then as you feel that you're responsible enough to go out and borrow the money, then you pay it back. You know what I'm saying? And you invested into your business and you do what it is that you need to do to get your business up and running. But then you make sure you pay them people their money back. You know what I'm saying? So that way they ain't all in your business, So that way you can see profits and you can see, okay, boom, start going over how your business is structured, putting a system in place. So that way, if you are working a job and you're using your job to start your business, then you can eventually utilize your business, pay yourself, and then you can eventually walk away from the job. It's so much propaganda going on, and they telling y'all you can get rich. You ain't nothing because you ain't no entrepreneur. How many entrepreneurs out here failing? You feel me? All these people went out, they got the PPP loan, them $20,000 loans, the ones that got more than 20,000, the ones that paid it back, the ones that got the money fraudulently, the ones that, if you won, you won. Good, hey, good stuff. But the ones that you couldn't take the PPP loan and flip and start a business, and you should be up and running right now. 20,000 right now in the right business with the right dedication and the right know-how, your system should be already locked in. That was what, 5 years ago when COVID-19 came. You feel me? When that came and folks got the PPP loan, you ain't invest that into no business. I thought you wanted to be a business person. You should have been able to take that money, invest it into your business, and you should be up and running right now. Your system should be on lock right now. But the ones that couldn't do that, where they at? Back to working. Now complaining about the people laying them off. But what we've been talking about the whole time, getting a skill set, learning a trade. You feel me? Get you some type of career paying job, career paying job, and if it's a business that you want to start, take your money, utilize your money, and invest it into yourself. So, like I said, this video, I just wanted to come in and because when I saw the movie, it just dawned on me like, that separation, that divide and conquer, that's not so long ago. That ain't even, what is that, 2025, 30, man, we 60, 70 years removed from that oblique, that get down and dirty racism. You know what I'm saying? And now, like I said, it ain't just affecting the black people. When I see them white folks get up there crying and talking about they can't feed their families and I got this car note and I'm down to my last, I laugh to myself because I'm like, okay, what you did in your life to where you help contribute to keeping this thing going. Meaning, oh, I don't like them because they black. F them, you know what I'm saying? And F that, and I don't like them. Now it's affecting you. You feel me? Karma ain't got no expiration date. When it come, it's coming. You feel me? And it ain't nobody exempt from it. So when it knock on your door, just start looking back in your life and say, damn, what I did for this to happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happening. And I want to talk about them pastors. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys pissing me off too because all the money that church done took in, and y'all should have been the first ones in the news where they saying the church is giving out this much money to at least y'all constituents. Y'all know how many people go to that church? I just seen in the news, I think Tyler Perry donated $1.4 million to whatever church he did. I ain't see what church it was, but I'm gonna go back and look at it. You know what I'm saying? And okay, it's a tax write-off for him. You know what I'm saying? That's good. He good money. Dude got a good heart. He don't mind donating. You know what I'm saying? So I seen him. And I hate to say that why his name the only one in the news. You feel me? It's not that he trying to broadcast that, hey, I just donate. No, not that. Maybe he did it so the IRS can know, hey, I you know what I'm saying? It's a good look for him, good publicity. But I don't want to hear about them churches telling these people pull yourselves up by the bootstrap. What I want to see is, hey, pastor such and such, hey, go to such and such church. They making sure we eat. That's what I want to see. You feel me? Because these people been coming to them churches faithfully and donating their money and contributing to that congregation for multiple years. So it shouldn't be no problem for them folks to come in there and say, hey, I need to feed my family. I done donated here. Hey, what we doing? And it shouldn't be no problem. And I don't give a damn if it's how many other constituents y'all got showing up in that place, giving up their money that they ain't even got. You know what I'm saying? You riding around, the pastor riding around in the Rolls Royce, the deacon riding around in the Cadillac truck, and the church person riding off in the Pinto. or the station wagon. You feel me? Car barely can get them back and forth to work. And y'all selling them folks on, you gonna go to heaven when you die. Them people don't want no heaven when they die. These people want their heaven now. And it's time for heaven now. You feel me? And like I say, I'm talking to y'all just like how I'm in the comment section. Everybody thumbing up on in the comment. Oh man, I like that what you said. Nah, come to this video and watch this video and let me talk my talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like I sit back and I watch and I see the YouTubers. Y'all sit up here and I ain't even finna call nobody out. Hey, I laugh at them because it's like they get up here, they lie to the people, and then the gender wars is one. The let me show you how to connect to the spirit. Take my course. Man, you can do all this stuff on your own. You feel me? I understand a lot of people, they looking for leadership and they looking for people to guide them. But whatever it is that you want out of your life, you're gonna have to look within yourself. And then you're gonna have to work hard and start day to day working towards what it is that you want out of life. How you want your situation to change, how you want to build yourself up, how you want to gain that wealth that you want to do, how you want to live a certain life that you decided to live. You feel me? And it's like, I understand we didn't know what we know now, and it's still stuff to learn. But what I'm saying is stop letting these people play in your face, man. Because a lot of these people, they're just playing in your face for clicks, likes, and views. YouTube is a business. These people get checks to come up here and keep you entertained. It's entertainment at the end of the day. But when I hit this power button right here, when I that stop button, guess what? I still gotta pay Georgia Power. I still gotta pay Select Portfolio. You feel me? I still gotta pay T-Mobile. I still gotta pay State Farm. You dig? So y'all, whatever y'all got going on in y'all head, y'all better start waking up and snap out of it and get serious about what's going on in life. Because America ain't playing with me, they ain't playing with you, and they ain't playing with nobody else who ain't up to, up to code. And when I say up to code, meaning if you non-productive and you ain't contributing to that 34 trillion that they in debt with, don't get it twisted. I don't think they plan on paying that back. That number finna go up some more. I think it's 34 trillion. I'm at the Google. I ain't got my other phone in my hand, but hey, that debt gonna still go up. And what they doing? They want to go to these different countries and say, hey, you got that oil, you got this resource we need. Hey, we need that. So they ready to go to war and take and divide and conquer, work on your mind and keep you. But when you look up again, it's gonna be 2027. You still gonna be broke. You still gonna be crying. Still gonna be depending on things to go back how it used to be. It ain't gonna never go. All this stuff has been pre-planned. So if you don't know, I feel bad for you, man. It's your boy Trust No, man. I'm finna get out of here. I just came in to do this video. It hit me. But like I said, man, the movie, Remember the Titans, I gotta go back and watch it. Like I said, I just seen it. I was watching it because I seen the movie a couple times before, but I couldn't hear it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was on the treadmill running. But that just made me say, man, I need to go do a video because a lot of people is out here. You got people way out in Oregon, Utah. Them people need, and there's a lot more white people out there than black people. You ain't telling me that. Them people on food stamps, bro. Them people on SNAP benefits. Them people living in trailer parks. Them people, you know what I'm saying? They crying about that money. We need it. And America saying, hey, look here, man, we getting tired of y'all too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, black people, I need y'all to get on code, man. You feel me? And look, stop all this playing. Stop all that consumerism. That's a story. I'm going to do that on another video. Well, the chick say she had to get the rental car. Real quick. Chick said she had to get the rental car. So I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, you had the insurance claim. Telling me about the insurance claim. So I said, yeah, because the insurance gonna pay for it, right? I'm just asking questions. So yeah, the insurance gonna pay for it. So I think the people said, well, look, we're gonna give you a Toyota. It was all the low, the small compact cars. And these folks got a high price car. Oh, I don't want nobody to see me in this kind of car. And I'm like, it's that consumerism mindset. You feel? I'm just speeding up the story, making the short story short. But You don't want nobody to see you riding around in a Toyota Corolla. Who is you? For somebody, who is you trying to impress? You broke. You ain't got no fucking paper. I mean, I hate the curse, but you ain't got no paper, dog. You feel me? Who is you trying to impress? That how long it gonna take for the mechanic, for the guy to fix your car? A week maybe. Who you looking to see? And that's the mindset, that consumerism mindset. Like, oh, I can't be seen in this. And who you trying? You broke, dog. And I don't know who need to hear this, but if you ain't got $1,000 right now that you got full access to, you broke, dog. Straight up, just stop this trying to look rich and you broke. You should be tired of being broke. Something got to change. And America ain't going to play with y'all. Man, it's your boy Trust, no, I'm out.